Okay, three, two, one. And we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our third podcast of Real Time Talk presented by Eagle 3D Streaming. My name is Quentin Anderson, and I am the CEO and co founder of Eagle 3D Streaming. And today's guest is Stéphane Ely of elycorp. He is the fondateur of elycorp and ias.agora. And I've known Stéphane for 2 years at this point, and I consider him a dear friend. And just to give a little bit of background about Stéphane, his experience spans primarily luxury brands. He's worked with companies like Chanel and Dior, and you'll probably notice from his accent, he is hailing from Paris, France. But what is cool about Stéphane is he is a pioneer in digital content. And believe it or not, he was the individual responsible for creating the first website ever for Chanel. And not only did he innovate the birth of the internet, he's now doing again in the pixel streaming space by creating an extremely innovative greeting card, which we now have the pleasure of going over with him in this podcast. He's one of the most creative people I know. I love working with him. Stéphane, thank you very, very much for being here. How are you doing today?
Very fine. It's really a pleasure to be there with you. We're in Paris, you're in Texas, and it's to work like that with the international team. It's a pleasure, and very proud to be able to share for the first time this greeting cards we designed and based on the help with your technology, the possibility to broadcast that in live, and to have a chat around that. It's a real pleasure. This card will be launched next week. Then it's a first, it's a premiere. Right,
Yes.
and discuss about the collaboration we have. I have a company called ias.agora in Paris, and our motto, our reason to believe, it's our why. It's to boost the collaborative, to dare the unexpected. Then everything we do relative to the pixel streaming, but also the real time and immersive 3D. Now it's about boost the collaborative, because our job right now it's to help people to do design thinking, to do creative things as a group, as a collaborative. And we think there's a huge opportunity with immersive 3D, real-time 3D, interactive 3D, based on what we call the brand gameplay. We have to invent brand gameplay, and we will discuss about that. And the greeting card is a very nice example to discuss about that.
Yes, and thank you. And we have many, many things to discuss. I can't wait to go over this greeting card, what exactly it is, and everything that we've done with it. Before we get started, just to explain the podcast format. So we will have questions posted to us during the show that we will have about 4 minutes or so to discuss. But before we get into the questions, we should definitely go over the greeting card, what it's about, everything that went into it, your thinking about it, how it works. So if it's okay with you, maybe we can dive right into the greeting card.
Cool.
So I will go ahead and bring it up on our screen. And it may take a little while for you to see it.
Let me know when it's. And the idea of the greeting card is to be able to share a real-time 3D universe, kind of metaverse, but because we're not able right now to have 1,000 person the same time inside a real-time 3D, the idea is to be able to let people vote about what they want to change in real time in the real-time 3D. And it's exactly what we have. You have that online right now?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have it brought up.
Okay, then right now we have a question. For example, do you want to have to discover a surprise to the pontoon? Then I did a vote, but I'm alone right now. Continue can vote, perhaps at the same time, and but we can be 1,000 voting, because the technology Eagle is proposing let people really have a massive people on the same image. And here we decide that the character go to the pontoon, and you see when it arrives to the pontoon, it could have it will have some proposition, and people can vote about the proposition. For example, here you want to see blue whales, and you can discover it. The dogs you hear is not in the universe. It's in my flat right now, but it could be in the universe. Here you got the whales. Right now we don't have sounds during this broadcast, but you got very nice sounds about the whales, and you see you can decide what kind of interaction you want to have. Another part is we're going to the wish tree. The wish tree is a concept perhaps you know, but it's coming from Japan. The idea is to be able to decide to have a wish and receive a wish from the person who proposed that. Then here we're going to to share, and people, the program, the greeting card will ask what kind of wish you want. And this is interesting because here, for example, we're waiting for the voting. If I decide that I want something, a wish around the unexpected, the yellow, you see the people will continue vote for the same. We are two, and we wish you that unexpected will feed you. And you see there's a small flag that appear, and then if you come back and if we vote for the collaborative, for example, the green, a green flag will appear, and after a while, a lot of flags will appear on this tree, and you can leave something in the trading cards. After 10 hours, 15 hours, perhaps we'll have hundreds of voting that are represented by the cards. This is the main idea, and after the voting, you can go from one place to another. There's three main places and different kind of interaction. Then that's the point. Then we can go to the storms and then after that we can, I think, start the if you have any question, interview. And you can see that everything has been done on Unreal. With you see the animals is AI that are moving, and all the design is homemade. We are a consulting and a creative agency, but we decide to do that by ourselves to really understand the potential of Unreal, and if it's possible right now for brands to go in this kind of universe. It took us 3 months to do that with person that at the very beginning they knew a little bit about 3D, but they don't knew about Unreal. Then we discover Unreal, and after 3 months we were able to have something, and 3 extra months part-time to finalize this card with this interaction and pixel streaming interaction with some voting. All right, continue if any question about that.
Yeah. So, and then just to kind of go over and explain this a little bit more. So we have a character that's on the screen. Now, is this a pre-made video that's recorded beforehand, or are these graphics real time?
Then all the graphics are real time. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's real time. In fact, it's the idea is to have an interactive kind of video, because you can decide what could be the weather. You can decide if you want some whales or not, and where you want the character to go. In fact, you can interact exactly like in the real-time games, but you are able to do that with 1,000 persons voting at the same time. Then it's real-time interactive 3D video, and this is quite new, because you can imagine everything you want. You can add whales. You can add a lot of interesting things around that.
And I think that is maybe something that's so innovative and needs to be made clear to our audience, is everything that we're seeing right now is not pre-made video. Even though it appears like it is a pre-made animation, this is actually happening in real time in a game engine, and it's being streamed to people's browsers via the internet using a technology called pixel streaming. And the benefit of that is that we're actually able to influence the graphics on the screen rather than them being pre-made, and we cannot have any interactivity over them. A perfect example is what we're looking on the screen right now is there's no more snow on the ground. Where did the snow go? We are now arriving at the wishing tree and there is no snow on the ground, but last time there was snow on the ground. And the reason the reason why we're able to do this is because everything is being created in real time. Nothing has been pre-recorded or pre-made during this video.
Absolutely, and the possibility and the combination of everything is huge. It's absolutely huge, and it depends of the creativity you want to have. For example, we were thinking that in 1 month it's the greeting card for the Chinese, and it's the year of the dragoon, the tiger. Sorry, the year of the tiger. It could be interesting to change and add a tiger inside the universe. It could be possible to, every month add something and interact and decide what kind of, instead of the main character, it could be a tiger. And you can vote, I want to be a tiger, not your character with this costume. Or you want to change you can change on the fly whatever you want. And something interesting also that it could be possible that have live character that other character in multiplayer that can go inside this universe. Then some of them could be in voting, others could have the freedom to move with like in a game, or you could have multiple character by voting also. All of that is possible. Then you can imagine a game that each character or an interaction, each character got a voting and they interact each other in real time in a very interesting, beautiful universe. What is quite new is that we don't have to install anything. We just click and it's there. On your phone, on your browser, even if your machine is very low, you click, it's there. With the level of rendering that we have in Unreal, with normally games that install on your machine. And this is a game changer. Because when you play Fortnite, it's 20, 30 gigabytes to install. And it's nice. It's okay. It's okay for a gamer. It's not okay for a brand. It's not okay for a simple experience. People don't want to install apps on their phone. You can imagine install 10 gigabytes to have an experience with a brand. Forget it.
Yeah, and so and the way I think about that is, so if we were to take this entire experience, let's just call it 10 gigabytes. If we were to then download this game onto our desktop and run it locally, there would be the time of downloading a 10 gigabyte file, and then we would have to install that application onto our desktop, pray that our system could run that kind of game, because if we're on a laptop or an older machine, then we would not have access to this experience. And if there are maybe some dependencies with your GPU, or if you don't have a certain plugin like DirectX, then the experience is kaput. And Stéphane, in your experience with all of your clients, all of your luxury clients, are your customers, or will their customers wait that long and be willing to go through all that for an experience?
Definitely not. Definitely not. And what we did some demo about this multiplayer metaverse, in fact, the potential, and it's very interesting. I think I did that now. So 50, 60 clients, different clients, or perhaps more. They were really, really were impressed that they didn't knew that this was possible. Some of them never went in. It's very funny because I think 80% of them never even moved an avatar in real-time 3D. The first time they discover an avatar in real-time 3D, the first time they go in a real-time 3D universe. And they were, astonished. They were very surprised about the quality and the potential, the fact that the snow can appear, disappear on an object, move the quality of the water and all the set you see. And this is open up for them new way to to develop their marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I think key points about that is that it's like if they can have a set of all the contents, all the universe, because I think a brand, a luxury brand, it's not a product. It's not only a luxury product. It's an universe, a fantastic universe, a brand universe where the products have a role. They embody something, part of the universe, but they're only one part of the universe. It's the reason why you're okay to pay more a luxury brand product. It's not only about the product, the technology of the product, because now we know that a leather bag could cost 10 times less, but what you buy, it's the embodiment of the universe, the value, the creative quality you like from this brand. And with this kind of technology, brands will be able to share with the same assets, with the multi-canal assets, the universe in many ways. They can do the advertising, they can do the online, they can enrich their websites, they can do social engagement on Instagram, etc., with all these contents. And it's like if the set, the creative set was alive all the time. And you can add, you can keep your lights, you can keep your background. And like when you do a show, a fashion show, a défilé, you spend a lot of money to design it, to have your specific set. When it's finished, it's garbage. With the real-time 3D, you can keep it, you can enrich it, you can use it in many ways. And you can design your own brand metaverse and do what you want with that, whatever you want. You can take part of it, perhaps be in the metaverse of Facebook later, or I don't know what else, who else, or be in your own place.
And so if we go back a little bit then and understand the what led up to this, what inspired you to create this card, or what was the reason? And I am now sharing the greeting card experience, and let me know if you'd like me to share something else. But what inspired you to create this?
In fact, you can share you can share the mirror things about the main experience. I will bring.
Okay.
Bring it to me.
I'm now I'm sharing it now.
Okay. Then you can see here. In fact, the main idea was to be able to simulate a creative process. Usually, we do a creative process with a design thinking approach with consumers. Here we're in Miro. Miro let us share a lot of contents with the customers, and we decide to see if we were with the customers and we'll ask them to design the universe of something that will give us energy, an inner energy. It's like Red Bull, but it's the anti-Red Bull, in fact. It's a Red Bull that calms you and gives you energy. It's not the Red Bull that forces you, to be with a lot of... it's the energy, the inner energy. And what could be the universe of an inner energy? And we were thinking about the way to explain it. Then here, first we had some pictures about what it could be, and then what kind of universe, in which way it could be explained. And then we try to find the metaphor of here you see what kind of inspiration and what kind of asset could be interesting. What kind of asset? It's a little bit fast. What kind of? I think Quintin, are you moving your mouse or no? No,
I'm not.
Okay, here, what kind of asset could inspire us? And you see, for example, the house. It's an asset that came from Epic, but we removed the part of it. We adapted the map itself, many things that came, the character, the way we hesitate with this one, with this other house, and then the way we work, it's assembled. Then why we did that? To embody a universe that can explain an energy, an inner energy, calm inner energy. And from that, all the team decide to work on it. We try to find what kind of light could be interesting for us to design. What could be the the example how to embody this different kind of energy. You can recognize the inspiration for the tree, and finally, all this exercise gave us the energy and the possibility to design finally a map with all the key elements you saw in the cards. Then at the very beginning, this universe is used as a demo for our client to let them understand the potential of and the quality that is possible right now in real-time 3D. And we decide for the greeting card to use part of that and enhance and let people interact directly with the technology we just shared. Then in the greeting card, you don't see all of that is not in the greeting card, but part of that is there. And this is the main point of our approach. You can see here, for example, it's the map itself we used. And you see, we use a small part of the map. And here's the first design. We wanted to put a lake. Then it's the discussion about where to put the lake, because in the map we use, there's no lake. Or where to add a bigger lake than the one that is there. At the very beginning, we had a small lake, and we decide to add a bigger one, and where to put it. Then it's and why we put this lake and how to interact with the contents. This is basically the why and how we did that. And it's a group of four person that were working on that for this on this program. And when you will see in the greeting card the name of this of Nicolas, of Victor, of Elliot, and now we got Hugo for the development. We got a developer to help us are there.
Why will brands, when you're talking about the energy being sort of the opposite of Red Bull, why is that type of energy important for the experience that you've chosen here? Why is it important for your company and your brand? Is it important for the brands you support? Why is that energy so important for you?
I think it's very interesting and important to be able to share with people that don't know about games that when we discuss about a real-time video game engine, they think about very aggressive energy. They think about very young and a battle royale, about the fact that you fight, that you have to compete, you have to destroy, you have to. But this creative energy about the fact that we can embody something that is calm, that is powerful, that give you a lot of a big vision, large vision. That this is a very interesting message, because luxury brands very often are aware, are interesting about this kind of approach. There's very few brands that can assume to go in video games with all the kind of gameplay the video games, the simple video games propose. They can assume that for the gaming community, but for their main client, if they go in League of Legends, for example, LVMH did that. Okay, for the gamers to have the set, or to go in Fortnite with Balenciaga, it's okay. But for the world and for most of the brands, it's difficult for them to express them in this kind of universe. I don't speak about GTA. GTA, I think it's a fantastic interactive multiplayer game, but what kind of brand can go there? It's not possible. Even if it's very creative, the way player now they use it, sometimes it's not violent, but the value and the stories is not matching with what a brand is expecting. And this kind of universe, brands they begin to say, oh, it could be us inside that. I feel comfortable. I feel the onirism. You understand? We discussed about that, the onirism, the poetry that could fit with my brand.
And we have examples of this type of quality in a pre-made animation in other derivatives. Why is interactivity so important for advertising and marketing? Why not just send them a video of something like this instead?
Absolutely. I think the the key points, it's not, yeah, you're right. The quality and the rendering of an avatar that is perfect, the quality is really 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it was possible. It costs, but it was possible to have even better quality than that. But right now, we got the quality, real-time quality, and the possibility to do interaction. And I think the key elements, when I did the demo, something very interesting, one of my clients gave me this feedback. He said, oh, I'm a gamer. I understand, but what I feel, it's the potential of the potential interactivity that I could give to my clients. If there are 5, 10% in this universe, 20, they can interact, and me as a brand, I can give them brand gameplay that will really give them some pleasure, some a reason to come inside, to be addicted about this universe. And in fact, at the end, because they like the universe, they will be aware to buy the product and to have to engage more with the brand. And and something very important is that this multiplayer approach is the fact that, and I don't like to call them players, multi-client engagement, multi-customers, I don't know how to call them, but they come, they interact, perhaps they just discuss, they just co-create part of the universe, embody part of the universe with their ideas, and they can grab some asset and change them a little bit. What they do, in fact, they interact in a creative way together, and this gives them pleasure. And this pleasure could be shared with the rest of the community. Like in Twitch, when you look to a game in Twitch, Fortnite, GTA, it's funny and you like to have a look to it when the interaction is interesting, when the guys who embody the avatar, they share and they do something that is attractive, it's funny, it's full of energy, it's real, it's authentic. And this for a brand, if they can with their customers push them to share authenticity in the value of the brand, and this could be the essence of a spectacle, the essence of a live, like in Twitch, and you reach 1,000 million person like that. Wow, this is a game changer in advertising and in communication.
We hear the M word a lot these days, metaverse. Is this an example of a metaverse for enterprises? Or what do you think?
I think it's right now, about metaverse, what we propose to our clients, it's just, you say, okay, I'm a digital native. I'll be part of the beginning of the internet, Web 1.0, 2.0, and now I think the 3.0. But nobody got the answer right now. But I think the good things to do is to really understand what's the point. That what we share with our clients, say, before you decide to do this or this, I think it's interesting to understand. Then we can share and understand all together and do a workshop, a creative workshop, to be able to decide what is your vision. Then what is your vision around metaverse? What will be your strategy? And each brand, before they decide strategy, they have to understand. And now we're at the moment where they don't understand. They have to understand because it's in fact, it's very complex. There's so many variables. The technology, the potential, this mix with the NFT, with all these questions. Then first, let's put on the table all the key concepts. And what we do with what we've done, it's the reason why we've done this demo, it's to help our clients to understand and give them some feedback. And based on what we did since 2 years with you, with Epic people, with a big company in France around the 3D, and all the experts, we are not interview them. We are working with them. We ask them questions, but because sometimes we are stuck on something, then most of the concepts that are now potentially in the metaverse, we understand that. And to answer your question about the metaverse, I think in the metaverse, it's a real-time immersive environment. You are not obliged right now to use the AR and VR technology, because it's interesting. VR chat, VR chat,
Mm-hmm.
it's a chat in VR.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge success on Oculus. But what is interesting now is that there's more people who use VR chat without the lens than with the lens. In fact, it's a real-time 3D social network. They
Mm-hmm.
like it. It's like when you play Pokemon Go. You remember Pokemon Go?
Oh,
The
yes.
promise was the augmented reality.
Mm-hmm.
Who was playing Pokemon Go with the augmented reality? Nobody. If you go you see in the street, they remove it quite fast because the game was not about augmented reality. It was about local the fact that you can move and grab the character based on the maps, Google Maps, and the pictures. And this was the key point. Augmented reality was a gimmick. Then finally they did the real gameplay. They work on that, and I think the real gameplay right now of the metaverse, it's what you see in Fortnite or GTA or Roblox or Animal Crossing. There's a lot of interaction, social interaction, and yes, there's a lot to do with that. Then I think the beginning of the metaverse will be that. Perhaps when the glasses will be like mine, like you can see in the demo of Facebook, it will accelerate. Then metaverse, it was there. It's on its way. What Facebook did, it will help everybody to, everybody in France, in Europe, all the boards want to know what is it about, and really it gave an acceleration, and everybody want to know if I have to go there, not what is it about. Then, and with the pandemic also, the technology about the Teams things and the Visio, a lot of people understood that, okay, it's not so complex, we can go. And then what's the metaverse? Now the question is, what is it? And what is the potential for the brand?
Yep. And there are many people right now trying to guess what the metaverse is going to be, but then there are others who are actually doing it and making it. And Stéphane, you are definitely one of those people who are making the metaverse. We have come up on our half hour for the show, so I would just like to wrap up with some concluding remarks. Stéphane, thank you very much for your time with us today. This is a very creative, a very innovative project. Anyone who is interested in this greeting card, we will be releasing it for the public use, so everyone will have a chance to go in and vote yourself. So more people vote, the more interactive it becomes. Please share it. This is designed for scale, and we would like everyone to interact with it. Stéphane, thank you again so much for your time. And this is Quentin Anderson with Real Time Talk presented by Eagle 3D Streaming. And thank you, everyone. We will see you next time. So long.